Are we back? Have we got some sound there, Andrew? Testing, 1, 2. 5 minutes in, the score still at 0-0. And Ireland have got the penalty. They've put it into touch. They're only 11 metres from the try line on this left-hand touch line. France under pressure now. My humble apologies for the sound to all those listening in. Somewhat of a technical issue that's been sorted out. I'll take the blame. Take responsibility as Ireland look for the driving maul now. Shout out, JP. What's your score prediction? Ireland. Dan Sheehan looks to break away from the maul now. It's advantage to Ireland. They want to make something of this. Jamison Gibson Park under advantage. Plays Finlay Beelan, but he's lost it forward. We're coming back for the penalty. It's France under all sorts of pressure. The sound is back as France laid down the mark early on with the national anthem. Marchons, marchons. It's Ireland. Look to tap and go. Sheehan just can't get there short. Caelan Doris, is he held up? He's over the line, you know. Held up, says the referee. Great defensive effort from France there. It's going to be a goal line chop out. Caelan Doris. Close, but no cigar. Gregory Aldred in underneath. Caelan Doris, he had no opportunity to ground that ball. It's going to be a goal line drop out. JP says I'm going 17-15. Ireland. To be honest with you, would like France to win, but I'll accept that score, JP. Ireland on the French 10-metre mark. It's Prendergast from McCarthy. Keenan looks to break away. They're almost up to the 22 again. It's all Ireland. Wave. Off to wave here. Finlay Beelan. Van der Fleer pick and go. They are up to the 22. Bandiaki. France doing all the defending. Caelan Doris pick and go. You can see the tempo at which Ireland are playing with. They want to tie out this French pack. A great defense from France, driving them back. Outside the 22, it's Joe McCarthy. It's phase after phase. Louis Belbarry comes in off his wing to tackle. But Ireland keep it alive now. Jamison Gibson Park. Tide Byrne taking it up. He's brought to ground. The defense, should I say, of France holding up. And in the process, getting a penalty. Angus Gardner says holding on. And France do, in fact, hold on after wave of attack. It's into Mackel, put it into touch. It's a penalty to France. Giampaolo Dilalo. Come on, Ireland. Give some score predictions there, folks. Surely now. We're only 9 minutes into this clash, and France have already made 38 tackles. Crazy stat. But it's their opportunity to attack now. Dupont to Movaka, full of running the hooker. Antoine Dupont looking to get that ball out, but this time it's Doris in over the ball. Fine margins at the breakdown, but he's won a penalty for his side. Will we see Ireland look to get a three-pointer on the board here? But it's Caelan Doris, the captain of Ireland, leading by example. And they are going to attempt the 3 points via Sam Prendergast. We're on the 10-meter mark. Centre field of France territory. Distance shouldn't be a problem. He's just got to get the direction, Sam Prendergast. Perhaps he'll be on that plane come the Lions tour to Australia. You, of course, have the likes of Finn Russell, Jack Crowley, Finn Smith, Marcus Smith. You want to put in a good showing here this afternoon. More than enough time on the shot clock. It's Prendergast has hit the post. And Penno, somewhat hurried with the kick, has put it into touch, safely so. You want to take every single opportunity against a very well-oiled machine that is this French team. And on that occasion, just hitting the post, Sam Prendergast. But they can come again. It's line-out time on the 10-meter mark on this left-hand touchline. I agree with you, JP. You can't be missing those kicks. Surely now. Advantage from the line-out. It's a free play. Prendergast. Hugo Keenan in the line. He's away. Slippery as ever, but he can't hold on to the ball in contact. What does Angus Gardner say? Played in the air was Joe McCarthy. Great work from Hugo Keenan joining the line there, but they were playing under penalty advantage, so it was a free play. We're coming back. France racking up the penalties conceded at the moment. They're up to 4. Ideally, you want to keep that number around about 5-6 per half at most, if you're going to have any chance. But it's the Irish wave after wave, the intensity that they're coming with in terms of possession. Massive disparity at the moment. Ireland in at 86%. So all the ball in the hands of Ireland as they look to attack again. McCarthy from the back of the line out comes peeling around. Gibson Park. Doris. They look full of running. This green machine. Porter from Gibson Park sets up another ruck. They're 5 meters out. Van der Fleer looks to go, but he's stopped dead in his tracks. Mark Sony, shout out, says Marnie Prendergast. I see what you're doing there. I see. See what you're doing, Mark. Ireland still on the attack. They look to shift it wide. Wonderful defense from France. Gibson Park. James Lowe couldn't go anywhere, but they set up another ruck. It's 12 phase in position now for Ireland. At the moment, not making much headway. They've gone back about 10 meters. Credit to the French defense, but it's Gibson Park. His delivery, sublime. Keenan. There's a breakaway now. It's Penno. It's a free play for France. They're away. Prendergast is chasing Antoine Dupont, but you won't catch him. His feet are on fire. And that defense soaked up all the attack from Ireland. Transition to attack. Penno picked up the loose ball. And Antoine Dupont is over for the try. Angus Gardner. He's going to come back and check a couple of things here via the TMO. But simply sensational from France. Credit on the transition. In the blink of an eye from defense to attack. Was there hand in there from Antoine Dupont initially? It looks like there was. It could be scratched out, you know. Hugo Keenan tried to get the ball away. Was there just a hand in? It looks like it, France, perhaps. This try is going to be chalked off. Good point, Mark. Sony says, go away, spammer. What's going on here? The comments are inundated, flooded with nonsense. They are going to chalk it off. We're coming back. It's going to be a scrum down to Ireland all the way. 15 metres in from this left-hand touchline on the French 22. There's a left-hand blind side here for Ireland to play with. Got out of jail there, France. We're up and away. But no try. The score still at 0-0. It's going to be Jamison Gibson Park to feed. I want some more score predictions here, folks. Surely now, Gibson Park. They play down this blind side. Osborne, Keenan, head down, back in field. Tackler has to release. Hugo Keenan, they recycle quickly again. Tide Byrne takes it up for another ruck. Ireland in possession, working their way from left to right, centre field now. Van der Fleer goes in to secure possession. France not overcommitting numbers at the breakdown, fanning out on defence, keeping their defensive shape. Gibson Park to Van der Fleer, who carries now. Prendergast has knocked it on. Not the most efficient start from the Irish fly half, and France boots it downfield. Advantage should be over. Ireland will come running back. Is it Calvin Nash? In fact, I thought it was James Lowe. He's not on the park today. And it's Kho who gets the penalty. Ireland not releasing. Nash trapped in at the bottom there. Held on for too long. And it's Boudahan, in fact, for France, who gets the penalty. France will have an opportunity now, really, for the first time, to attack inside the Irish territory here on this right-hand touchline. Pulsating tempo to the game, especially from Ireland early on. France being forced to make over. 50-odd tackles early on. And Ireland have got nothing to show for it. It's France who take it up now. Aldrit. It's Dupont. Barassi. Take it up to the Irish 22 now, the French. Ireland's turn to defend. It's Dupont. Can't go anywhere, changing direction. Gros takes it up, the loose head prop. France, it's slow ball for the moment. Intermac. Thomas Ramos wrapped up by Jamie Osborne. Somehow France managed to hold on to possession via Aldrit. Then they shifted now. Pinot, Mofana. Great defensive effort from Ireland here. France also going back for the moment. Great work from France to keep it alive, though. They're just up and over the 10-meter mark, so they've gone back a few meters. Caelan Doris had it for a moment. Does he turn it over? Yes, he does. Hugo Keenan to Sam Prendergast. Jamie Osborne hoofs it upfield, and France can attack now from inside their own half. Intermac puts it high on the boot. Little bit too far. And Prendergast gets it from Keenan. He says, I'm going to put it into touch. This first quarter has been high tempo stuff, but into touch it goes on this left-hand touchline. France just perhaps not finding their rhythm on attack for the moment. France win the line out on their own 10-meter mark on this left-hand touchline. Dupont puts it high, incontestable for Damien Penaud. Good contest, and France have it back. The referee says the ball is out, and Ireland pouncing on the loose ball. France are going to have to do better at the breakdown. Ireland, according to the referee, it was legal. No ruck formed. But they kick it straight into the hands of France, and they come charging back now. Thomas Ramos to Bell Barret. Puts it on the boot. Does it stay in field? And France get the penalty. Great work from the left winger of France there. We're going up to the TMO. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Joe McCarthy is going to be in a bit of trouble, scragging on the neck of Thomas Ramos after he released the ball, preventing from being any support. Ireland look like they're going to be down to 14. Joe McCarthy always living life on the edge. It's a cynical foul, and it is a yellow card. Big Joe, you got to go. And Ireland are going to be down to 14. They've lost the line-out option for the next 10 minutes. He's also a very strong ball carrier for Ireland. France up to the 5-meter mark. They decided to put it into touch. It's a driving maul. Mo Vaka's got it at the back. Can they open up the scoring here? It's advantage to France. Dupont is away. And France are away. This time they won't be denied. It's Louis Biel Barret. Go, go, go. playing under penalty advantage. And France have the first try. His 16th international try in nearly his 18th game, almost going. Had a try per match. Wonderful strike rate. But you felt once Dupont got away down this blind side, it was a 2-on-1, and Bielbarret walks it in. France have the first score. The conversion to perhaps add the extra two, folks. What do you say so far? Where are you all tuned in from? Everyone is quiet here in the group chat. This time around, the conversion not successful by Thomas Ramos. Usually so reliable with the boot. France in the lead by 5-0. And it's that man, Louis Bielbarret. And France, from the restart, put it into touch. Just up and over into Irish territory. Andrew Roy, France. Mark Sony, Mani Ramos. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Mani Prendergast and Mani Ramos. Please, come on. Prendergast is going to have to play a little bit better, one feels. You feel there's auditions here for the Irish series in Australia. Ireland on halfway on this right-hand touchline, look to break away via Van der Fleer, then Bandiaki. He's brought to ground. It's Gibson Park looking to shape with the kick now. It's high, it's contestable. Who wants it? Ramos has got it. He manages to feed Bielbarret. And now, Bielbarret kicks it. Kick pass to Damien Penaud. It's worked out eventually. I can't seem to get rid of the spam here. What is going on? France held out 5-0 in the lead. It will be an Irish throw-in. Penaud found touch. On the French 10-metre mark on this left-hand touchline, it's Sheehan to feed. Ireland, remember, with the man down in the bin, Joe McCarthy. Always living life on the edge of legality. And it's Dupont who takes a mark inside his 22. He's pumped it upfield. They need a good chasing line here now. Prendergast puts it high. It's contestable. Ramos in possession now of France. Good contest from the aerial battle so far. Now they can shift it wide. Rassi, Mofana. Now it's Bielbarret chasing. The ball goes into touch. But France pinning Ireland back now. Perhaps not enjoying playing with 14 men. Oh, the Irish, some attention here to Peter O'Mahony. Wonderful work from Mofana there. Almost looked like Peter O'Mahony didn't have any hands in that tackle there. They're not going back for it. He could have been in a little bit of trouble as Van der Fleer takes it from Gibson Park. Line out over. Ireland looking to escape here out of their own danger zone via Jamison Gibson Park. They do so efficiently enough. They're up to their own 10-metre mark, our Ireland. We take a look as it stands. Should the game be a victory for France, they would go to the top of the table, equal on points. But you've got to feel their points difference, especially in that Italy game. Way ahead of Ireland at the moment. But still a lot to play for. France driving it up. Ireland going back. Accelerator knots from the driving maul. France looking to exploit the one-man advantage. Can they do it? Ramos. Well wrapped up by Hugo Keenan. Out of the back of the hand, Dupont with the lovely pass to keep the ball alive. You don't teach that sort of skill. Straight into touch there. That occasion, not a great pass from Antoine Dupont. No one claiming responsibility to take it, but out of the back of the hand. Masterful stuff on this occasion. The ball going straight into touch. Pinot and Bielbarré there on hand to take it, but just out of reach. It's Dan Sheehan for Ireland. Shorten line out, 4-man. It's Hermione. Backwards from Gibson Park. Ireland keep possession though, but under the pump now the last couple of minutes. Inside their own territory. They do put it into touch. It will be a France. Put into the line out. Jamie Osborne hurried in the kick there. Got a 25, 27 odd meters. And now some worrying signs here for France. Dupont is down. Antoine Dupont getting some attention there. He's down for the moment. It looks like it's the right knee of Antoine Dupont. They can ill afford to lose him now. Doesn't look good at all. He's coming off the field, would you believe it? And there's something the French did not see coming. Antoine Dupont is going to go off the field, which looks like a rather serious knee injury on this right knee. And with the 7-1 split on the bench, it's going to shake things up now as Maxime Lucu comes onto the field. France now have no more replacements in the back line. How will that pan out come the second half? Mani Ramos. Mani Ramos must stay fit for the rest of this game. If you're a French supporter, they don't have any more replenishments on the bench. That's what a 7-1 split can do to you. France in possession now. Play continues. Not a great sight to see the loss of Antoine Dupont. Rather influential up to that point, but it's all over. His night has come to a screeching halt, but France play on here. Gros takes it up the loose head prop. Lucu. Mofana trying to keep it alive. You've got to release the tackled player, surely now. Based in Quebec, Andrew Roy. The good old late Port Elizabeth. Pierre Barret puts it on the boot. France keep it alive. The ball just going to roll over the dead ball line. Heart-stopping moments there. He felt he was taken out after the kick. France full of attack now after waving, or should I say, overcoming that wave of Irish attack early on. So Marnie again, living life on the edge as Joe McCarthy comes back on the field. We're up and over the half-hour mark here in Dublin at the Aviva Stadium. It's France who have that try via Louis Barret. Tight margins, Ireland looking to make a nuisance of themselves at ruck time, but France come away with it. We're on the Irish 10-metre mark. It's Mo Waka looking to pick and go, but he's wrapped up. France try to chip it ahead. It's Prendergast. Can he get it away to Osborne? Into touch. Flirting with this left-hand touchline. Were Ireland after the kick ahead from France. But into touch. Looks like we're in for a French throw into the line-out here. Andrew Roy says, I'm from Cape Town originally. Shout out Roy, Andrew Roy in Cape Town. The Western Cape. Ireland. In possession almost up to halfway. Looking for something before half-time. The French counter-rucking strongly here, but it's Gibson Park with ball in hand. Charge down. But we're playing under scrum advantage. It's going to be an Irish put into the scrum. Players are down. Antonio for France, McCarthy for Ireland. High-octane stuff here. The attrition rate taking its toll. We've seen DuPont already off the field. That could be his Six Nations done, you know, judging from the way he came off the field. For France, they still got Scotland to play. At home, Ireland have, if I'm not mistaken, the Italians. It's a crucial game here for France. Not going to be easy against Scotland, no doubt. You feel Scotland are playing Wales. They should have enough to get over the line against the Welsh. We saw the Welsh perform so well against Ireland, although they went down 27-19. And for the first time, I think, since the Rugby World Cup in 2019, Wales named an unchanged team to face Scotland. Is there a resurgence for the Welsh? Can they find their first victory in 15 attempts? For these two sides over the last 5 encounters, it's pretty even. 3-2. You always know you're in for a tough battle here. And time is back on now with a little over 7 minutes to play in the first half. It's Gibson Park to feed for Ireland. Strong set from both sides. Gibson Park looks like he's going to dig it out there. Get this ship going. Prendergast. Aki Osborne puts it on the boot. Who wants it? It's bounced for Kelvin Nash and back to Osborne. They keep it alive. Ireland in possession, almost up to the 22. Advantage to Ireland now. They're under a free play. What do Ireland do from this position now? They're just outside the French 22. Tackled without the ball was Tyburn. The man responsible for that was Boudahan. But Ireland have the opportunity now. After being under the pump, they're going to look to get points on the board. JP, nice and tight as expected. How much do you think that injury to Dupont will influence this game, especially with the makeup of the French bench? No replacements. That backline is going to have to go for the full 80. JP says crazy how Ireland haven't converted to points. Doesn't matter how much pressure you put a team under, you've got to be able to convert. Good point there, JP. But you have to give credit to France in terms of their defense, especially that early onslaught. But it is sailing over for Sam Prendergast. This time makes no mistake. With a little over 5 minutes to play, there's 2 points in it. Ireland trail 3 points to 5. And they get their first points on the board 5 minutes before half time. The restart. Into the 22. It's Caelan Doris who takes it up, but obstruction, says the referee, and France might get those 3 points right back. Is Antonia going to tap and go? Has the beef, but not the legs, perhaps. Was just a little shimmy there from Antonia, but they're not going to go for a tap and go here. What does Aldred say? We're going to try and get that 3 points back. And it was obstruction there. Porter amongst others. Penalised by the referee, and immediately France, via, what did Mark call him? Mani Ramos, a.k.a. Thomas Ramos. This time around, splits the uprights. It's over! France up to 8 points to 3. Restore that 5 point lead. Ireland are going to have to score to draw level. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. And right from the kickoff, what a coach killer there from Ireland. They just got the 3 points to put themselves on the board and conceded 3 points almost straight away. Ramos gets the restart. And he puts it up to halfway. Ireland will have one final opportunity, you feel, before half-time. As it stands, they're both equal on 15 points. Should the game end now, just like this, Ireland will get a bonus point. We'll put them equal on 15 apiece. But it's that points difference of France that is the point of difference. Smashing Italy, 70-odd points. And you can't blame Italy, I guess, to say they played badly. France were just on song. Different affair here this afternoon as Ireland look to break away. France want to play. Osborne, as France kicked it ahead, finds a lot of grass. Is it going to go over the line? No. It's going to hold up short. Pinot can't get away. And almost making a meal of it. In fact, he did make a meal of it. Will it be an Irish throw in there? Just needed to find his support in field to kick it away and relieve the pressure. But it looks like the referees are judging that it was knocked on from Ireland. But Damien Penner running into a whole heap of trouble there just about. Somehow France come away unscathed from that little meander there. Damien Penner, what were you thinking? Little over a minute and a half to play. You feel France. It's quite a long time, though, to hold on to it until half-time. They just want to clear their lines. As JP says, get out of jail here by France. Get out of jail indeed. France in the lead by 83. We're almost at the halfway point. That second half is going to be crucial. Come the 55, 60th minute mark. Will the French backline hold out? Will they have enough gas in the tank? Luku from the base decides to pump it upfield. It's going to stay in field. There is one final opportunity here. Calvin Nash comes running back. And it's Kalen Doris who pick and go, but he's wrapped up. It's Prendergast who puts it high. Not really contestable, should I say. A rather indifferent performance so far from Sam Prendergast. Easy pickings for Thomas Ramos. Inside his own 22, takes the mark. And on this right-hand touchline, it looks like Ireland want to play. No, in fact, there will be time for the line-out, but they don't play quickly. Definitely both teams up for this one, JP. On the 10-metre mark of Ireland here, it's Dan Sheehan to feed. One final opportunity before half-time for Ireland to perhaps draw level. Well, in fact, with a conversion going the lead, but they're far out. They're 60-odd metres out. It's Gibson Park to McCarthy, looking to make amends for his yellow card earlier in the first half. Who wants it? What does the referee say? It's a penalty to Ireland, who will be playing beyond the 40 here. Offsides there for France at ruck time. Prendergast is going to attempt a shot at goal from just over 50 metres. Big kick, big call for Ireland. Will take them to 2 penalties converted in this first half. Not much to show for all their attack. But credit to the French defence again, holding out that early onslaught. But it's all eyes on Sam Prendergast here. He should have the distance. He backs himself. It's the direction that he'll have to contend with here to grab those 3 points for Ireland here. Beyond the stroke of half-time, Prendergast, it's sailing. It's over! That's a huge confidence booster for the number 10 of Ireland. Ireland 6, France 8. That is half-time. Get your refreshments topped up and join us here for the second half of this pulsating clash in round 4 of the Men's Six Nations. It's the visitors, France, who hold out with the 2-point lead over Ireland. And I'll see you in just a little bit. Allons avant de la patrouille, de jeu de gloire est arrivé. Contre nous de la tyrannie, l'étendard sanglote la vie, l'étendard sanglote la vie. Entendez-vous dans les campagnes, meurs et féroces soldats, ils viennent jusque dans nos bras, éroger nos fils, nos compagnes. Aux charmes citoyens, formez vos bataillons, marchons, marchons, que ça empire abreuve un océan. Buy a donkey. Buy a donkey. Yes, thank you, not buy a donkey. We're almost gearing up for the second half. Too close to call at the moment. France just have to navigate that bench split with the loss of Dupont for sure. They can do that, get away with a victory, prevent Ireland from getting a bonus point. No more green machine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Ooh, yep. Hello and welcome back. We're almost underway in the second half. It's France, the visitors, who hold on to a very lean lead at the moment over Ireland in front of their home fans at the Aviva. 8 points to 6. Just a shout out here, Hansi Geisa, asking why is Nash on the field. My right-hand man, JP, will tell you there, Lowe is injured in the warm-up. And shout out as well to Ralph Brooker. Prendergast, bar that last penalty, having a shocker, missing Hansen, even with Luku on France, looking dangerous. And we are underway. It is Ireland who restart the second half. 40 minutes to play for here. And if that first half is anything to go by, they're in for a tight finish here. Keeping in mind, France have got to navigate those backline players staying fresh. Otherwise, they're going to have to start moving forwards into the backline. We have a little chip ahead from Prendergast, or in fact, it was Gibson Park, and Ramos had to, under a bit of pressure, hurry his kick into touch. Wonderful contestable kick, and it was Hugo Keenan. Or in fact, Robbie Henshaw went up. Ireland got it back, and Gibson Park trying to put it in the corner. Ramos with the banana kick, gifting Ireland possession here just outside the 22. And here comes Caelan Doris running a little bit upright, but managing to set up another ruck. Van der Fleer, Prendergast. He'll want a little bit more from himself here in the second half. Sheehan brought to ground. They're almost, they're in fact over the 22. Porter, Prendergast. It's Joe McCarthy taking it up. He loves to carry. Ireland, Henshaw, Van der Fleer. Are we seeing deja vu from that first half where Ireland are hot on the attack? Showed real intensity with ball in hand, but only 2 penalties to show for it. It's going to be a penalty offside of France. Angus Gardner on the spot. It's Louis Bielbarry who's penalised by the referee. Ireland with the opportunity now to perhaps take the lead. No, in fact, Prendergast is going to the corner, so some positive play here from Ireland, much to the delight of the crowd. Five metres out on this left-hand touchline. It's Sheehan to feed. Looking for Tide Bird, finding him. They set up a driving maul. Sheehan. Ireland inching forward. Can they get there? Yes, they can. What a way to start the second half. That man, MVP, Dan Sheehan, controlling the ball at the back of the line-out. His 12th international try in his 31st cap. And no resistance from France on that occasion. France defensively perhaps peeling off that maul there. And then Sheehan broke away in the corner. Try time and Ireland take the lead. They're into double figures. It's 11 points to 8. And a difficult conversion here for Sam Prendergast. France losing the lead for the first time in the 44th minute here. Prendergast has put it through for an extra 2. Ireland up to 13 points to 8. Shout out, Ralph, where you tuned in from, brother? And see where you watching from. Are you supporting France? Allez les Bleus. The restart. Joe McCarthy takes comfortably for Ireland. Finlay Beelum brought to ground. Will we see a shape from the base here from Gibson Park? Yes. Contestable. Perhaps not exactly where he would have wanted it there. Will be a line out to France. Inside Irish territory on this right-hand touchline. And if it ends the way it is now, Ireland comfortably at the top of the table to take the Six Nations. It's France who have all the work to do to prevent that from happening. Keep in mind, England still have Italy and Wales. They'll feel those final 2 games. They could perhaps take 2 bonus point wins. Throw them in the mix there. Advantage to France here. Working their way to the 22. Boudahan for France. Can they stretch this Irish defence? They're into the 22. Good tackle from Robbie Henshaw. Aldridge can't free up the arms, but look who's there. Intermac, Antonio. Slick hands from France at the moment. Look who! They're only 3 metres out. Try time for Boudahan! Playing under advantage. They don't need it. Get out of here. France, draw level. What is the referee going to look at here? Is there some drama on the cards? He's awarded the try. What's he looking at? But the scores are level as it stands. Maybe a bit of trouble for Ireland here. I think the try will stand. Oh, it's not looking good for Calvin Nash. We might see him go to the bin there, not really dropping the hips. And leading up to that try, it was his defensive effort with a head-on-head contact. Yellow card for Calvin Nash in Ireland. Will play with a man short as well as concede the try. In fact, they're having a look at the try here. A couple of things on the agenda. The TMO working for his cash today. But very clear communication from Angus Gardner. That's all we want to see. So we as the fans can understand exactly what they're looking at. Wonderful build-up play there, and it was Budahan who finished off. Maxim Luku's offload to Budahan at the end there. Oh, surely that's a clean out, Mr. Ref. Come on. Let's not get too technical here. Omani's been living on the edge himself here. He's on the receiving end of a clean out. But it's a clean out, surely. Try time. It's going to be a try in the attempt at the conversion to take the lead. Omani and the crowd will tell you they're not happy. Flamont was the man who effected the clean out, saying, get out of my way, we've got one way to go, and that's to the try line. Ramos to add the extra two, put France in the lead. It does so. Over. Wonderful bit of work there. Try time for France. It's 15-13, the second half. As a try apiece here, both converted. France back to their 2-point lead now, and Ireland with an off-field bunker review for Calvin Nash. Will it be upgraded to red one? Fields, not really. But he was upright, head-on-head contact. Cheers, son. Get some rest for a while, eh? Here comes Hugo Keenan after France. Pump it upfield. Gibson Park. They're perhaps not going to look to put too much width on the ball now, Ireland, with the wing missing. But still going to put it high with the aerial contestable kick. Ramos can't get it. It's Hugo Keenan winning the battle at the moment. 15's in the air. Here come Ireland. Prendergast. The ball rolling into touch inside the 22 of France. Jamie Osborne not able to get there in time. Having a solid game, the right winger in for the injured Mac Hansen. Mo Vaka to feed for France inside their 22 on this right-hand touchline. Luku. Luku from the base puts it into touch. That's efficient. That's out of the danger zone. Wonderful relief from France there. And Maxime Lucu getting almost 40 meters on the kick. As we see a couple of substitutions coming on for Ireland here. Ryan Baird and Jack Conan coming on the field. This is where it gets crucial for both teams. Ireland will have the put into the line out. A little over half an hour to go here at the Aviva Stadium. Tideburn takes it. As Ireland come charging ahead via Jack Conan. Fresh off the bench, looking to add some potency in terms of ball carrying. But it's again Gibson Park who puts it high. Peno underneath it. Ramos trying to get hold of it again after grabbing it ahead along this right-hand touchline, but well taken. But it's the counter-ruck from France here. Can they shift it now? Peno, Barré, Louis Pierre Barré. Can he get there? Yes, an opportunity! Here's a try! Simply sensational! Louis Pierre Barré. It's becoming his signature move, putting the ball on the boot along the ground, in behind the defence. And he's got a double here. Oh, they're going to check it. I don't think there's a need. But it started way back inside the French half on their 10-meter mark. The counter-ruck was strong. Peno come away with it. Fed his opposite wing, and once Biel Barré got hold of it, there was always an opportunity for a 5-pointer. And it's try time. That is absolutely phenomenal work from the left winger. France up to 20. That's their third try. They're chasing bonus point territory now. The conversion is good. And you feel Ireland being down a man could have been some sort of impact in terms of the cover defence. But don't take it away from Louis Biel Barré. Gets his second try of the night. France is third. They're up to 22 points to 13. I beg your pardon. Restart deep inside the 22 of France. Now Lucu goes digging in. Will this be the time frame in the match where France turn the screws a little bit tighter? Won't be happy with that defensive effort. Calvin Nash still got 4 minutes to sit out. France perhaps chasing a bonus point here. One feels another try would take them into territory where they could have the game in their own grasp here. It's overthrown from Ireland. And France taking the opportunities now. Here comes Mofana. They're keeping it alive. They're up and into the 22. Near foul. The big man plays a +1 there, but it's Lucu. Here come France. Damien Peno getting away from one, getting away from another. They're still inside the 22. Left to right they go. There's space here. Ramos. Ireland in 6s and 7s on defence. It's Boudin. Doris looks to effect a clean out, but he's cleaned out over the ball. And France only 5 meters out now. Ireland under all sorts of pressure. Miafau, the big man, takes it up, but he's brought to ground. Surely now they've got to go wide. Intermac from Luku. Benno. Ramos can't hold on to the pass. But it's penalty advantage time to France. And Ireland under all sorts of pressure, playing with 14 men. Could work out to be a very costly period in the game for Ireland. Everyone in the comment section is quiet now. We have some Irish supporters tuning in here. I like what I see as a South African supporter, and they're going to go for a shot at goal. It's going to be Thomas Ramos. To add 3 points and take it out to 25. That'll be 2 scores Ireland will have to get. With a little over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's Ireland who are going to have to finish strong. France turning it on now. Thomas Ramos writes out the clock, a little over 6 seconds. It doesn't matter. He struck it well. It's sailing, sailing, Aviva. France lead by 12 points. Ireland struck first in the second half. But it's just France who kept coming. The turning point, you feel, was that counter-ruck that led to the try of Bielbarret. Ireland are chasing now. And on the field is Jack Crowley. Flamand takes it out of the air, wonderfully plucked out of the air from the lock forward. It's Luku from the base. Pumps it upfield. Ireland have to play. Is it Crowley who puts it high and contestable? Who wants it? Intermac. Luku for France in possession now. Bielbarret. Boudahan takes it up. France secure possession. Ireland looking illegal at that ruck. The referee says play on. Near foul. Intermac. Bumped ahead along the ground. It's Jamie Osborne who has all the work to do. France looking for a counter-ruck here. Ireland somehow managed 5 meters from their own line to hold on to possession. But they want to clear their lines here. Gibson Park. Crowley puts it into touch just outside the 22 here of their own territory. It is Calvin Nash is going to come back onto the field. They're back to 15. But it's cost them big time. Slowly we're approaching the final quarter. What wonderful hands from the big man, Miafau. Feeding Romain Intermac. They keep that ball alive, draw the man and pass, and then put along the ground. Ireland via Jamie Osborne. Cleaned up the mess, but he was wrapped up. And it was Jack Crowley who's put it into touch. And France come. Luku. Miafau. Over the advantage line. Ireland not committing, overcommitting at ruck time. France about 15 meters out. Luku. Still in France's possession. Niefu again. Getting rid of Kalen Doris, but he's brought to ground. They recycle the ball now. Boudahal. They're 5 meters out now. Chipping away with the pick and go. Luku. 2 meters out. Try time! That should be that, although there's over 20 minutes to play. Wave after wave, they keep converting pressure into points to the French. It's Oscar Giroud, the replacement, who's over for the try. And France have hit 30. Ireland with the tails between the legs now. That's the bonus point try. Lovely pick and go. Had the presence of mind to stretch, and it's turning now into a little bit of a rout, one feels. Ireland have just sort of taken their foot off the accelerator after starting so well in the first half, after starting so well in the second half. It's now France. And it's all France at the moment. The conversion is good. We're now up to 32 points to 13. And France look like they're heading towards the Six Nations title. Of course, keep in mind they do have Scotland in the final round. And that's no foregone conclusion. Ireland will have Italy. Cleaned up there by Bielbarret, but he's put it straight into the hands of Prendergast, is still on the field. So who's Jack Crowley on for? Ireland. They've lost it forward. And the attacking shape just taking a little bit of a negative turn at the moment around the bend. France slowly strangling the neck of the Irish. He's come on and done some good work, Oscar Giroud. And deservedly so, has got a try for it. Let's hope we can get some more information on when Antoine Dupont is back. We'd hate to lose him for the final round. Such a majestic player, so skillful, talented, understands the game, his vision. We hope he's okay and ready to play in that final round, and that it's not too serious of injury. But Maxime Lucu, it must be said, has been a worthy replacement here for France. The referee says play it. Here come France via Intermac. The referee's called them all. Intermac is held up, and Ireland will get the turnover. Ryan Beard, amongst others involved there. Jack Crowley to hold up, Romain Intermac. But France lead comfortably by 19 points. That's 3 converted scores Ireland would need to get back into the lead. The statistic as follows: 29 points for France. Visiting the opposition, 22 out of 7 visits. Out of 6 visits, Ireland have only scored 7 points in the opposition. From the opposition, 22. So that's a telling statistic. Heavily in favour of France, but they've taken the opportunities as Jack Conan gets a call. It's a free kick to Ireland from scrum. Gibson Park. Who's going to spark this back line now? I don't see Bandiaki, so it looks like he's off the field. That's where Jack Crowley comes in. Because Robbie Henshaw is still on. And into touch we go. It's all fizzled out to nothing there. You can't help but feel the loss of Mac Hansen and James Lowe. A major factor in how things have transpired here this afternoon, no doubt. The likes of Jamie Osborne, definitely a talent for the future. But you lose so much with those two. The massive boot of James Lowe, the slipperiness of Mac Hansen. But this is how they test their depth. We wonder how many of these Irish players have put up a good audition for that Lions series. The windows for auditions coming to a close soon. And as it stands here, it's France who have really turned it on against Ireland in front of their home crowd. Doris in possession for Ireland. They're going to look to play. But they also got to look for field position, Ireland. Gibson Park, Osborne, Prendergast. There's no one to pass it off to. He's lost it forward. Big hit there on Sam Prendergast. At times just perhaps looks a little bit indecisive. But the intent is clear. They're playing from inside their own 22, France. Just shepherding them, shifting the defensive line. And in the process of the tackle, Prendergast has lost it forward. No delight on the face of the Irish coach, standing in, of course, for Andy Farrell, who's going to oversee the Lions series in Australia later this year. And off the field comes Caelan Doris. Not sure if that's in a head injury assessment. Maxime Luku to feed for France. A little over 15 minutes to play. In firm control of this clash in round 4 of the Men's Six Nations here at the Aviva. Good on the boot. Who wants it? It's Osborne. He comes away with it, but he's put it straight into touch. It's going to be a French line out. Trying for a driving maul of France here. Four tries to one. Comprehensively outplayed in that department are Ireland. As France have possession and look to be on the attack. Penalty advantage. You've got to release the tackled player, perhaps getting a little bit too desperate now. Oh, Ireland. And it's Thomas Clarkson who's been penalised by the referee. And it's going to be an attempt at 3 points to take it out to 35. Should Thomas Ramos get it over? Only missed the one this evening. 5 out of 6, 83%. We'll take that any day of the week on international level. But this to take it beyond 3 scores. 22 points would be a massive buffer at this stage of the fight here in Dublin. And the French support vociferous as ever, and why not? As Thomas Ramos strikes it, it's sailing, it's over. And it's all looking a rather a little bit routine at the moment, France. Head and shoulders above Ireland. Ireland briefly took the lead in the second half with that try early on from Dan Sheehan. But from there, France have come charging ahead. Up and over the advantage line, it's Luku. To Ramos, who puts it high. Perhaps not enough distance on it, but it's contestable. Mofana. Tap back by Damien Penno. Ramos running to a bit of trouble there, taking it off Mofana, and Ireland have the penalty. They're going to have to play quickly here. Put it into the corner. Too many points, should I say, to get. Too little time. And even with the loss of Antoine Dupont, it's clearly evident this French team is no one-hit wonder. As we see Herring, Healy and Murray coming on the field for Ireland. Perhaps for the last time in front of their home crowd here, but they're really going to have to pull some sort of rabbit out of their hat here. They're only 5 meters out, 6 meters out. It's Herring to feed for Ireland. Looking for their second try. Herring controlling the ball at the back. Looking to soften up this French back. No easy feat. It's Conor Murray. Jack Crowley. Prendergast. Awful pass from the fly half. They've recycled it though. Conan. France holding on for dear life for the moment. Ireland have gone back a few meters. They look to shift it here. Robbie Henshaw. Can he get away? No, he can't. They're 5 meters out. 5 meters out from the try line. 5 meters out from this right-hand touch line. Knock-on advantage to Ireland. Van der Fleer looking to straighten the line. Wave after wave, but going nowhere, slowly. No, nothing comes of it there, should I say, from Prendergast, popping it over the top. (35-13), a little over 10 minutes to play. They're looking for a deliberate knock-on here. It could be potentially a yellow card for France. Boudehard looks like who had a hand in the penalty only. It's not going to be a yellow card. It will be possession to Ireland. They've got 10 minutes to do something with it. Scoring 3-4 tries. Seems like a reach just too far. But nonetheless, they want to finish strong here, the Irish. No real luck of the Irish in this match, especially as France turned the screws in that second half. Prendergast puts it into touch. And Ireland want to get on their bicycle here. The sands of time running out. It's Herring to feed. Conor Murray looking for a try here. Can he get it over the line? Held up, says the referee. That's a testament to the French defence. And it's going to be a goal line dropout. Conor Murray looked to snipe around the back of that line out. All to no avail. And a goal line dropout it is. But here come Ireland now via Jack Conan. Calvin Nash takes it out wide on this left-hand touchline. Good defensive set from France. It's Ireland who are looking for their second try. Forget the penalty advantage. It's mere foul who can't roll away quickly enough for the referee's liking. Here's an opportunity for Osborne. He's ran strongly all night, but can't get away there. But still playing under advantage, and into the 22 of France they go. Who wants it? Mofana dots it down after the grubber head by Prendergast. He likes these cheeky little dinks. Hasn't really worked out in his favour here. The idea was right, just the execution. Not in favour of Ireland there, but we're coming back for the penalty. It's going to be Prendergast to put it into the corner. They're not converting this pressure into points. And in the meantime, the clock ticking down. But we can safely say, unless something astronomically fascinating happens here, France should take this one with a bonus point at the Aviva. That's a statement to be made. Ireland managed to get the loose line out. No driving maul set as they look to pick and go. Conor Murray, 5 metres out. Prendergast. Robbie Henshaw brought to ground. They're trying to shift it wide. But it's the French defence that's holding out for the moment. And it's Conor Murray. Tyburn. They're still 5 metres out. They're centre field now. Surely it's got to be for Ireland. Incredible defence. Calvin Nash. Can't go anywhere. Can't free up the arms. Jack Crowley. Advantage, says the referee. No advantage. Are we going to see a yellow card? France are going to finish with 14. Ireland tap and go. They've got a one-man advantage now. Can they capitalise? Turnover. It's Ramos who's away with the interception. Damien Penaud. No one's going to stop him. They just got a yellow card. But that's try number 5. Ireland with the tap and go, and then the pass shifted, but intercepted into the hands of Thomas Ramos. And then he looked to his inside and he saw Damien Penaud with his 38th try for France. What a man to have on your inside. No one was going to catch him. Prendergast tried to feed Robbie Henshaw, but instead he fed Thomas Ramos. And he's got the jet shoes. Damien Penaud for France. Comprehensive victory at the Aviva Stadium. And judging on this performance, judging on the performance against Italy, they're on a roll now. It's hard to see Scotland stopping them in the final round. The conversion is successful from Ramos. It's 42 points to 13. Kind of hard to believe at one stage. It was 13 points to 8 early on in that second half. 34 unanswered points for France is always going to be the point of difference. Ireland outplayed, outmuscled in front of their home fans. And a little bit of consolation they can look for here as they're in possession, working their way up to the 22. Keeping the ball in hand, phase after phase. Prendergast to Henshaw. Big hit. France have not let up on attack, or should I say on defence. Penalty to Ireland. Less than 4 minutes to play. They've got one more try perhaps, just to give the fans something to cheer about. Looked promising early on in that second half for Ireland. But you see the likes of Jack Crowley and Prendergast on the field. 2 number 10s perhaps. Too many cooks spoil the broth, I guess. Not doing themselves any favours, losing the likes of James Lowe and Mac Hansen. For France, they lost Antoine Dupont, but look how they play. It's like his spirit lives on there. Ireland in possession. They're up, they're over for their second try. And finally, Ireland get their second try. And it's Cian Healy, fitting for him to get it. How many of you here in the comment section saw this scoreline coming? France. Allez les Bleus. Outplaying the Green Machine here in front of their home fans. The conversion is successful. It's 42 points to 20. That's Ireland's first point since they try early on in that second half. Just not good enough. 2 minutes to play. Osborne takes it deep inside the 22. Ireland look to keep it alive. Via Jack Crowley now. Strong counter ruck. Ireland somehow come away with it. Doris back on the field, so obviously it was a HIA. Prendergast putting it on the boot. Who wants it? Jack Conan gets it with a crossfield kick from Prendergast. Conor Murray puts it on the boot. Downfield chasing is Jamie Osborne. Ramos pumps it upfield. It's going to be a penalty advantage here to Ireland, as per the referee. Comprehensively outplayed our Ireland today. Will another try be some sort of consolation? They're out of bonus point territory. They're not going to get 4 tries. Or 2 tries in the space of a minute here. So they'll take nothing out of this game. For France, it's a full house. Ireland look to finish strong. Jamie Osborne. Can't get away. He's wrapped up. Jack Conan. Caelan Doris. To Robbie Henshaw, who's fought hard all evening. France have got it. This should be this. No, in fact, it's going to be an Irish penalty. It's all fizzled out here. And if you're a French supporter, you'll be very happy. Jack Crowley, they do finish strong. Jack Conan. And that will be that for their third try. Taken quickly by Sam Prendergast. Ireland up to 25. It's immaterial at the moment. Okay. The conversion to finish and wrap things up here at the Aviva is successful. Ireland 27, France 42. They finish with a little bit of a flourish. Perhaps the scoreline flatters them somewhat, but it's France who take victory away from home by 42 points to 27. It's been an absolute pleasure to take you through this one. Do jump on the other side as we just go through the review of this match. I'll see you on the other side.